I'm headed to Herne Bay, a seaside town on the North Kent coast where house prices are rising and semi-detached homes now average just over £335,000. A short walk from the town centre is a Victorian end of terrace left derelict for years. 46-year-old museum archivist Leezac bought his last house at auction and feels they can be a great way of picking up interesting properties that get overlooked elsewhere.
So, I went to auction. The listing price for this property was £265,000. The auction started and not a soul bid. So, this house was meant to be mine. My current budget is £25,000. With that money, I have to make the place habitable. I need to install a kitchen and a bathroom as a priority. You know, they talk about forever homes, and this feels like it for me.
Leezac's house sits on the end of a classic terrace, built around 1900. Back then, houses were typically built on shallow foundations that could leave them vulnerable to subsidence and cracking. Yet Victorian builders knew how to distribute the weight across the build and used lime mortar to let the building flex without serious cracking. So, like many similar houses, the structure is sound and Leezac can focus on giving it a facelift for the 21st century. Leezac sees his forever home in this run-down end of terrace, and I'm eager to hear how he's working through the chaos and into his vision. What's the overall plan?
I just want it to be traditional with a slightly modern twist. My original vision was to be able to walk in the front door and literally see to the back.
Well, you've done that.
I've achieved that, right?
Yeah.
The dining room and kitchen are going to be one. Kitchen across here. In this corner will be my dining table.
Why are you having your kitchen here and your dining room there? Why not have your kitchen there and your dining room here? With his newly opened up space at the back of his home, Leezac can create the open-plan kitchen of his dreams. His idea for the kitchen living space is a run of floor-to-ceiling cabinets taking up almost the entire length of one wall, and a seating area for wining and dining. I'm not sure his layout makes the best use of the light. I'm wondering if he should have his kitchen at the darker end of the dining area, and then the dining and a sofa area would benefit from being right by the garden doors. It's 9 weeks since Leezac began on his ambitious plans for this turn-of-the-century end of terrace in Herne Bay. He wants the kitchen and bathroom to be finished before moving in.
So, finished first fix electrics, and pretty close to finishing first fix plumbing as well, actually.
With questions raised faster than he can answer them, it's clear this project's testing Leezac's planning skills.
I am so thankful for the works people I have on site, for being patient with me. We're now getting to a creative point rather than just this destruction building exercise that has been dirty and grimy. You know, expensive.
When I met Leezac 4 months ago in Herne Bay, he'd already started work on his dream of a bright, open home. But with only £25,000 to turn his dream into reality, every mistake put his shoestring budget under pressure.
Renovating is just crazy money.
But one thing that's never taken a hit is Leezac's ambition to create a stunning home. And it's mission accomplished. This looks spectacular. He's got his run of kitchen units, with wining and dining at one end, not quite where I'd imagined it, but he's stuck to his guns. And a chill-out space, still perfectly placed to drink in those garden views, once he's had a chance to do the landscaping. Upstairs, Leezac wanted to go big and transform his standard bathroom into a bold statement of design. Well, he's certainly done that. The freestanding bath grabs all the attention, quickly followed by bespoke brass fixtures and fittings.
Sarah also suggested that I put black on the ceiling. And wow. Budget-wise, I did overspend, but I genuinely feel that I have added value with the work that I've done in here. I can't wait to live in it for a long, long time.
Incredible as Leezac's progress is, he still has work to do. So how much does it cost him so far?
So I started with 25. I now have minus something. Everything is spent, let's put it like that. Plus, I borrowed £20,000. But the first phase is completed. You need to have a strong vision. I didn't think I was going to have anything, but look. Oh, it's just the beginning.